And now the St George Illawarra Dragons and the Rabbitohs. 39th time they meet. Tyrell Sloan gets us underway. It certainly is a Super Saturday on Fox League today.
South Sydney side.
The Rabbitohs, or Johnston at the very least, could not have watched Dragons and Penrith last Sunday night. Rabbitohs on play one, 30 metres from the Dragons line. And Totola with it. And a good carry. Gets within 12 of the line, carting a couple of big bodies with him. Now real chance. Cook darting out, trying a little sleight of hand, but good tackle from Little, out of marker on Taff. Still with Souths. Kaloa-Matangi can find his way to the line. Low tackle there by Molo. Quick play the ball. Could be trouble. Ilias Graham, lovely work. Too quick for the Dragons. Plunging over in the corner is Richard Kenner, who's got an amazing strike rate for South Sydney. Make it 13 tries in his 12th game.
Well, I only mentioned it moments ago, they're the best right-hand side attacking the competition, and it's mainly due to that man there, the presence that he has, Campbell Graham, to be able to just catch the ball and disperse it there to the winger, Richie Kenner, who's been back into the team only for a couple of weeks. And their first real opportunity down in this area. There's always going to be some eyeballs on the South Sydney Rabbitohs. No Cody Walker, no Cam Murray, who provides so much of their go-forward attack, in particular Cody Walker. And no issue. Straight out to this right-hand side, try number 27.
And you can put it down to a couple of real good runs in the middle through Totola.
You're spot on. As that shadow starts to just creep across the field.
Blake Laurie on the field for the Dragons. Jaden Hunt to the bench. He had the one run, Jaden. One run, but 14 tackles, and he's off for a spell. And Laurie, who's missed the last couple of games, back on deck. Flat ball to Hunt. Then Sullivan, clipped by Graham. Sullivan will back himself. Over the top. Fiona now. Support in the middle. Still going. What a ball. Then to Benny Hunt. Fiona's a magician. And Hunt the support play. Sensational. That is quite a Dragons try, but you'll need to check the replay to see the skill of Matthew Fiona in this.
Well, the lead-up was perfect. Down this left-hand side, Sullivan. So we see here, Benny Hunt just plays out the back to Sullivan, who beats Campbell Graham, all ends up with a bit of feet, and then shows the dummy, hits a clean pair of heels there. Back on the inside to Fiona. Nice right-hand fend. And the no-looker to Benny Hunt. One-on-one up against G-Cam and the little dozer. Love scoring tries. That is skillful. Benny Hunt had a look on the inside, thought, I'm going to have to run the whole way myself.
Yeah, I like the way he backed himself there, Hunt. Always bobbing up, always in and around the ball. Some good passages of play there. Sullivan first. Great pass through the dummy. Campbell Graham tried to come up out of the line and put a hit on him. He bounced out of the tackle. Fiona.
Well, you can come in the southern end, but you're going to have to go to the northern end to find a seat. So the gates have been shut. It's a sellout. Sully with the ball for St George Illawarra. That's fantastic. From a team running bottom of the ladder. Well done. And the Rabbitohs contingent that have come here today as well. It's set up for a good match. Little, Sullivan, Murdoch-Basila. Dragons in quick time on the attack again. Little to centre ground. Molo, Hunt running the show. Sloan with it. Ball went low. Rabbitohs big and strong. Double strike. St George Illawarra. Full house at Cogra. And it is jumping.
And the crowd is up and about, and rightly so. Sellout crowd here at Netstrata Jubilee, but down on this right-hand side, Ben Hunt scored a try only moments ago. A nice wide pass out to Benny Hunt. Just gets on the outside of defenders, out to Sloan, who's doing the same. Gets the pass away, did drop a little bit on Rabbitohs. Too big and strong out of that right-hand side, and the Dragons have gone back-to-back tries.
Well, isn't it amazing when you run hard after points? Jaden Sewer down the other end.
Yeah.
Was a great run. Got the penalty, and straight away see Hunt dig into the line. Gee, it's great to watch this Sloan when he's got his hands on the ball. A little bit of a dubious pass there. The flick out the back went low. I'll tell you what, he's got the ability and speed to beat blokes on the outside. And Saints go back to back.
Go closer to 50-50 in the second half. It often does. But an 8-point margin to a raise as it stands. Cheekham on that run. Caught in the tackle of Kerr. South Sydney into the Dragons half. Hawkins deciding to pass this time. Tass for Johnston. Johnston beat one, beat a second, flung around. Mitchell support. Now it's almost on the right if they let that go. Last tackle, South Sydney. Showing a glimpse of their best. Hawkins a bomb on the last. Rabbitohs was turned around. South Sydney going to plant it unchallenged. Illawarra. Well, the Dragons decided to have a rather inconvenient committee meeting. 15 metres out from their own line. The message should have been someone play at the ball.
Well, it's been all the Dragons over the last 15 minutes. Not much doing. Hawkins miscued the kick here, but you're spot on, Vossi. They were allowed to go for the ball. Illawarra has come back out to this left-hand side from the middle. That should not happen in that position. And a free catch at the ball here for Alex Johnston. Isaiah Tass, rather, just catch and pass to Illawarra. When you have winger, fullback and halfback in the vicinity of that ball, that cannot happen. Right on the stroke of half-time blocker.
Knew exactly what they were doing. Just reloaded back up that short side. You've got to contest the high ball there. They all just stood and watched the ball bounce. Illawarra there collects the footy. That's his 5th try of the season. He goes over. He won't get an easier one than that. And they hit back south. They were under the pump the last 15-20 minutes.
The big crowd at Cogra. The Dragons fans are up now. Little for Molo. Line was set left. They went the conservative play. Little goes himself and will score.
Got 2 bites at the cherry here.
You're right from the get-go this year, Jacob Little. He said, this was my make-or-break season. New club, been around long enough.
A really good set after points. They just got through their work. Everyone got a touch of the ball. They rolled over the 50-metre line quite easily. Now ask the South Sydney Rabbitohs to come out of their own end.
The South's attack is to go. Cook's the man. What a run. Damien Cook. He's taking on Sloan on his own. Beats him. Chased down by Fionney. That is some play from Cook.
Well, he had to have a look on his right-hand side.
Elias, line set left, keep it going. It's a 3-on-1. Illawarra. Tass has Johnston. Doesn't use Johnston. Rabbitohs try. Raging Rabbitohs from one end to the other, then from one side to the other.
Well, he's not too far from the beach this time. Damien Cook, the beach sprinter, out of dummy half. No Cody Walker, no Latrell Mitchell, no problem for that man there. Fatiguing defenders. Took on the fullback in Sloan. He had Johnston looming on his right-hand side. Tane Milne, sorry. And they come out to this left-hand side, and it was just a simple case. Catch pass. They had numbers aplenty. Illawarra out to Tass. A little bit of footwork, little stutter there, and they score off the back of Cook.
Yeah, well, the best part about that is they didn't panic. After the long-range break from Cook, took the tackle. It's always a little bit of a worry for Sloan at the back. It's beat one-on-one a number of times, but they just stayed patient. Catch and pass. Illawarra, it wasn't the greatest pass to him, but he relaxed. Got the ball there to Tass. Just a little bit of a stop.
They're just trying to roll over the top of the Rabbitohs. That's 3 in a row. And Michael Molo held up. To the right with Hunt. Sewer gets through the tackle. Leaves Hawkins behind.
Maybe one of the most critical. Beautiful little outline there. Just comes off the left. Tass just giving him pure passage to run through.
Went ahead first. Jacob Little, Dragons, they go the crash play again. Oh, no. The Rabbitohs defence. It was wet paper towel stuff.
Awful defence. Here's Little. Goes up and over. Oh, so close to the try line. He's got 4 defenders in and around him. Benny Hunt goes into the hooking role. Molo just one off the ruck. And that's awful. Damien Cook.
So the Dragons with Molo on the run. As it stands now, they're off the bottom of the ladder. They're ahead of the Tigers, who were beaten by the Titans on Thursday night. They're on their 30, St George Illawarra. The crowd want one more and feel really comfortable with the end of the match then. It'll be like walking up the 18th fairway with a 4-shot lead. Hunt, inside Sloan. They're about to walk up the fairway. Yes, they will, the Dragons. Sprinting away to score. Jaden Hunt is the try scorer. And every Dragons fan, man, woman and child, coach and mascot is on their feet.
It's a deserved victory here for the Dragons. Have a look at the fans. They're up and about. Sold out here at Netstrata for too much longer. Out of dummy half. Little's had a good game. Out to Benny Hunt on the right-hand side. Back on the inside to Sloan, and then fired Sullivan. Jaden Hunt scores down that right-hand side.
First try of his career, fellas.
Nice remember moment. That'll go further and further. It'll be 60 metres by the end of the night.
Yeah, a little bit of fatigue setting in for the South Sydney side, round the middle. Trick play, back down the short side. Sloan, been dying to see him out in the open here this afternoon. Look at the boys, they're celebrating. They know they're off the bottom of the ladder.
And there's Tyrell Sloan showing us a little post-try action, falling off the huddle. Lovely to see. He's shown his emotion right. And he will be called to play it. No, he won't. Late offload. Cook. Rabbitohs. They're coming Johnston's way. Host doesn't pass. Angles back and scores the try for South Sydney.
The Dragons are caught for numbers. South will really close this game out with this try, but it's been the afternoon for the St George Illawarra side. See, they've had a lot of good players out there. We mentioned Little a little bit earlier.
That's a good temper celebration. When you're bottom of the table, you win any game, you're going to celebrate. But no, I don't know whether South Sydney deserve to get, if they were to score next and get back to 10 the difference. I think Dragons clearly the better side in this second half. They've earned their big break. Cartwright, offload, Taff in support. He's tried hard, Blake Taff at fullback. Now Cook, Ilias, across, working Graham's way of Hawkins. Graham, straight through Surly. South Sydney, Ilias support, they will get another one. Now there's 2.5 to go. And Ilias running back like, let's go again.
Yeah, he's been threatening all afternoon, hasn't he? Campbell Graham, every time he's got the ball. An early shift, long striding, just strides out of tackles. Sully can't make the tackle. Ilias backing up, back on the inside. It's only Ben Hunt chasing. Just stops him from going a little bit further around under the posts.
Yeah, well, this is I said a storyline earlier was Blake Taff's misses. I mean, you know, if he has the perfect record today, the Rabbitohs are right there. They would still be a hope of maybe forcing Golden Point, but it's still that little battle. Okay, 10 the difference, 2 minutes and 9 seconds. Do you believe in a miracle? South Sydney would need to score in the next 3 or 4 plays, then have one last crack. They will spread it right. Campbell Graham's way. Taff to Graham, unloading. Kenner has broken through. What about this? The Rabbitohs again. Ilias, support not coming. Tackle 20 metres away. I can't believe what I'm seeing. The Rabbitohs 10 metres from the line. Graham is going to go over again. Blocker. Wow. This is absurd.
Wow.
This is absolutely ridiculous.
And he's a man that started a little bit earlier.
77th minute, 78th minute, 79th minute.
Yes, up the clock too. What about that? The flick out the back. That was a money ball there from Cheekham.
No. So Dragons will finish it off. The end scoreline will disappoint them to a degree. But the celebrations start for just their 4th win of the season. 66 points.